Operation Chaos by Paul Anderson. Paul Anderson is another well-known writer whose work I haven't really explored very much. I was at the local library voting recently, and on my way out, I stopped by the shelves where the Friends of the Library sell used books for very low prices. This book caught my eye. For $2, I got this first edition hardcover, Operation Chaos, from 1971. Judging from the lack of wear, I'd say this book did not get checked out very much. I wondered why the library was only now getting around to liquidating it from their active collection. In other reviews, I've mentioned the so-called fix-up novels common in the 60s and early 70s. A fix-up was a novel cobbled together out of previously published short stories. Operation Chaos is one of these. The book was generated by combining four stories Anderson had published over a 10-year period. Operation Afreet, 1956. Operation Salamander, 1957, Operation Incubus, 1959, and Operation Changeling, 1969. I have to admit, this is one of the better fix-ups I've encountered. It flows pretty well. Stephen Matichek is a werewolf, and his soulmate, Virginia Greylock, is a witch. They live in an alternate universe where magic and paranormal entities are just ordinary facts of life. Before enlisting in the military to fight in his universe's version of World War II, Matichak was under contract with Metro Goldwyn Merlin, a movie studio, where he played wolves in movies like Call of the Wild. During the height of the war, Steve Matichak is assigned to work with Virginia Greylock on a covert mission. He is smitten with this beautiful red-headed witch right away. And of course, initially, Greylock is cool as a cucumber. She's not going to fall for just any dog face. Pun intended. Behind enemy lines, this paranormal duo fight and manage to defeat an Ifrit, a very powerful master demon from Islamic mythology. After the war, these two enroll in university to better themselves. Greylock is not interested in marrying a B-movie werewolf, so Matichak has to set his sights a little bit higher. He pursues a degree in mechanical engineering. Naturally, on campus, there are other horny guys vying for Greylock's attention. These potential suitors and Greylock's black cat familiar, Svartalf, all take turns making Matichek's life miserable. Once more, these two are forced to work together, this time to defeat an out-of-control elemental fire creature known as a salamander. Working in dangerous situations creates a deep bond between them. Soon, Stephen and Virginia are married. He's looking forward to a romantic honeymoon full of carefree days of erotic fulfillment, but there's no way that's going to happen. The cottage they have rented by the sea is in close proximity to an abandoned castle. There, an incubus and a succubus are trapped. Steve and Virginia are perceived as potential outlets for the eternal lust of these two erotic predators. Stephen is pretty pissed when his new bride almost falls for the incubus, but soon finds he has no moral ground to stand on when he is pursued by the succubus. Years later, they have settled into what seems a fairly normal life for a witch and a werewolf. This is until they come home one evening to find a soulless changeling in the crib where their 3-year-old daughter should be. Malevolent entities have kidnapped her and taken her to hell. This is the greatest challenge Steve and Virginia have ever faced. They must enlist the souls of dead geometers to help them navigate the turbulent reality of hell, where the physical laws are completely gonzo. I imagine the Matichek and Greylock stories were fairly unique for their time. Paranormal romances were not really a thing yet. A couple of popular movies from that era, I Married a Witch and Bell Book and Candle, may have provided inspiration for Anderson. Nowadays, paranormal romance novels are a dime a dozen, and the few I've read really don't offer much in the way of clever plotting or innovative extrapolation of existing paranormal belief systems. Reading this book, it's clear that Paul Anderson had read a broad range of metaphysical mythology, including Christianity, Islam, and Wicca. Unlike most modern paranormal novels, Anderson doesn't offer a one sided look at the occult. All traditions here are aspects of a continuum of human belief encompassing the occult. I admire that. I am not especially fond of fix up novels, but I think Paul Anderson does a pretty good job with this. His style is better than average for science fiction, and the elements he weaves together in this alternate universe are thoughtful and satisfying for the most part. Operation Chaos by Paul Anderson. I give it a thumbs up.